Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and in today's video I will be going over the new 4K Ultra HD pre-orders and announcements for July 7th, 2023. Now keep in mind release dates and technical specs are subject to change. If there are any changes or additional retailer exclusives, I will update them in a future video. Be sure to check out my previous 4K pre-order videos for titles you may be looking for and were not covered here. Direct Amazon links to the titles listed in this video when they are live can be found on my channel's community page. Vinegar Syndrome announced as part of their summer sale a pair of 4K releases coming at the end of July, so let's get started. First up will be the limited edition Terror at 10 Killer on 4K, which will support HDR and DTS audio. And also, the lesser-known kaiju film Gorgo is coming to 4K. I'm actually pretty excited about this one, and both of these will be released at the end of July. I'm seeing early reports that the 4K edition of The Blackening will be arriving on 4K on August 8th. Now, I'm kind of curious if this is actually going to be a wide 4K release or maybe even just a Best Buy exclusive. Lionsgate has been known to do that actually recently, so that could be one of the cases here, or it could actually just be a Blu-ray only. But if you are a fan of the film, it looks like on August 8th, you'll be able to pick up your copy. So stay tuned to the channel. When this becomes official, I will update that in a future video. Shout Factor Scream Factory announced their September release slate, so there's some interesting titles to go over. First up, the 4K edition of Night of the Comet is arriving on September 5th. It will reportedly support HDR and Dolby Vision and DTS audio. Shout Factor Scream Factory will be releasing My Bloody Valentine on 4K, and the release date for that is September 12th. And of all the Shout Factory releases announced for September, this one caught me completely by surprise, as on September 19th, The Lost City of Z will be coming to 4K. Disney announced that on September 19th, the live-action The Little Mermaid will be arriving on 4K. Now, this is going to be an interesting release because according to Bill Hunt over at the Digital Bits, this is only going to be a retailer exclusive 4K release. So there won't be a wide edition available everywhere. If you want the film on 4K, you're either going to have to go to either Walmart, which will include an enamel pin with the 4K, and there's also a Disney Movie Club exclusive. Only members of the Disney Movie Club will be able to order this one, and it supposedly comes with a lithograph. And finally, Best Buy will have, of course, an exclusive Steelbook edition only available at that retailer. So once again, no wide release is reportedly planned for the 4K edition. As for tech specs, HDR and Dolby Atmos per the norm for Disney 4K releases, no Dolby Vision unfortunately. So September 19th, you'll be able to pick up your copy at your retailer of choice. And the last Shout Factory announcement for the month of September, as Natural Born Killers on 4K will arrive September 26th. Now, before you ask, we don't know which 4K edition this is going to be, whether it's the theatrical cut or the director's version. We don't know yet. I'm sure those tech specs will be forthcoming in the coming weeks. HDR and Dolby Vision are expected for the grading and DTS audio. As reported a few months ago, it looks like September is going to be the magic month for the 4K release of Rosemary's Baby. Now, this being a Paramount title, I fully expect to see HDR and Dolby Vision, and no word yet if this is going to have the original audio or possibly even an upgraded Atmos track. I think we could all hope for something like that to happen, but once again, when that becomes official with an actual release date and cover art, I will update that in a future video. Kino Lorber was busy this week with a bunch of 4K announcements that are arriving. I would think all of these are going to be sometime in 2024. First up, the 4K edition of the film Suspect Zero will be arriving sometime in the future. I've actually never seen this one. I've heard some mixed things about it. Let me know in the comments if it is worth checking out. Also announced from Kino, coming possibly sometime in 2024, the 4K release of Blown Away, starring Jeff Bridges and Tommy Lee Jones. I really like this one. I've got a soft spot in my heart for it, so I'm pretty anxious for this one to come out on 4K. Kino also announced that possibly arriving sometime in 2024, Brokeback Mountain, starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger, will be arriving on 4K. HDR and Dolby Vision have been confirmed from Kino and DTS audio. Another title, or titles in this case, announced by Vinegar Syndrome as part of their summer sale, the Prophecy trilogy starring Christopher Walken is arriving on 4K sometime in November, more than likely during their Black Friday sales event. HDR is expected, and DTS audio. No word yet if this is available as part of a trilogy or individually. I'm inclined to believe the former. I think it'll sell better with all three films included in one set. So stay tuned to the channel. When this becomes live, I will have additional information. There are a few pre-orders and announcements for international markets to go over. And don't forget, most 4K discs are region free, so feel free to order from your online retailer of choice internationally. So it looks like UK markets are going to be getting the Jean-Claude Van Damme film Bloodsport on 4K, and that release date will be August 21st. It is expected to have the same tech specs as the German release from a few months ago, and it is available in more than one edition. This is just one cover that is available. I believe there are two others, and they are going to be available right now at online retailers in the UK. Over in France, on October 18th, the film Delicatessen is arriving on 4K. We don't have tech specs, but I expect HDR and DTS audio. Over in Germany, on October 20th, the 4K edition of The Mechanic, starring Jason Statham and directed by Simon West, is reportedly coming to the format. I think this bodes good news for a potential domestic US release, but I'm pretty excited. I'd love to see this one on 4K, so if you're over in Germany, you'll get your chance on October 20th. On October 31st, the 4K edition of Le Magnifique will be arriving in French online retailers. No word yet on official tech specs, but I expect HDR and DTS audio. And those are this week's 4K pre-orders and announcements for July 7th, 2023. Don't forget to use the Amazon affiliate links on the community page. If you're interested in any of those titles, as soon as they go live, I will post it there. And also let me know of the titles I listed in this video you're planning to pick up for yourself. And finally, a special thank you to my Patreons. Your continued support is very much appreciated. If you'd like to support me through Patreon, I will leave a link in the description of this video. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.